DOGE calling out schools for how they spent federal COVID relief money. Listen to some of the things they spent the money on. For example, $393,000 to rent out a Major League Baseball stadium, $86,000 on Caesars Palace hotel rooms, Vegas, and $60,000 on swimming pool passes. Former Education Secretary Betsy DeVos joins me now. Madam Secretary, did you know anything about spending of this kind when you were Education Secretary?
Well, absolutely not, Stuart. And it's just another example of why the Federal Department of Education should not exist. When school union bosses kept schools shut down for months on end and extracted $190 billion from Congress for learning loss, and instead we see it going to activities and things like you have just pointed out, there is zero result, zero accountability. And the accountability we see is children's achievement levels continuing to decline. When 70% of our fourth graders cannot read at grade level, something is fundamentally wrong. I'm very pleased that DOGE is getting into all of these numbers, and I think it will continue to put momentum behind the call to dismantle the Department of Education.
I want to take a look at some of the things which we may have settled in the education arena. For example, have we settled the issue of biological boys in girls' bathrooms in schools? Have we settled that?
I think President Trump's been very clear on that, and I think the implementation of that and the expectation is that every school and every community will take that executive order very seriously. If there's any question about it, Congress has every opportunity to clarify that in the Title IX law, which is 37 words long. Adding the word biological there should put an end to this. Absolutely, if that's necessary. But I think most people are very much embracing of making this distinction and clarifying it for anybody who has any muddled notion about it.
And if any district goes through with it and has biological boys in a girl's bathroom, then presumably we can grab back federal funds. Is that how it's going to work?
That is yes, there is every opportunity to do that, and I think that this administration will clearly pursue that avenue if necessary.
How about cell phones in schools? Is that a settled issue?
Well, many districts and states are actually looking at bans in schools, and there's lots of testing of that. I think in the places where it has been implemented, it's been well received, and I think we'll see more and more of that. I think it's best done at the local and state level, and I think we'll see more and more districts and more states adopting this kind of parameter or boundary around cell phone usage in schools.
Betsy DeVos, come back and see us again soon, please. We always love to have you on the show. Thank you, Betsy.